Today is Monday, August 11th, and this is your forecast for the northeastern United States. Another week upon us, and it is starting off pretty hot here in the Northeast, but thankfully, there's not a lot of humidity to go along with this heat, so we could call it even a relatively dry heat throughout the Northeast. So let's talk about what's going on. Here are some of the weather headlines. Something we've been dealing with for several days now is some poor air quality. That is, again, an issue for today. We have air quality that is unhealthy for those in sensitive groups. Those are people with asthma, emphysema, or similar respiratory illnesses. If you fall into any of those categories, you're discouraged from going outside, and especially discouraged from doing any strenuous activity outside, especially through the afternoon. Now, the humidity is low for now, but it's going to begin to climb tomorrow, and then that will eventually lead to some showers and storms for the middle of the week. On with the forecast this morning in New York City. It's comfortable, 72 degrees with the humidity low. It feels pretty nice. It'll be that dry heat for this afternoon. And I say that with the quotes because for the Northeast, it's a relatively dry heat. It's nothing like a desert dry heat, but the humidity is not as high as you typically see this time of the year, with a high of 87. And then we fall back into the upper 70s with mainly clear skies later on this evening. As I was mentioning, the air quality index has been an issue, so air quality alerts remain in effect, and the air is considered unhealthy for those that fall into sensitive groups. 92 the high in Albany this afternoon, and same for you in Syracuse. Another hot day throughout much of the Northeast, with temperatures around or just above 90, but at least it's not very humid. Now, that is going to start to change tonight. You can tell because the overnight lows are not as cool. As I was mentioning last week, the dry air tends to cool very quickly, whereas humid air does not cool as effectively. So your overnight lows sometimes are a good indicator of how much moisture is in the air. So it's not as cool. 70 in Syracuse, 74 tonight in Buffalo, right around 70 for New York, and just below that in Philly. So as this cold front approaches from the west, it's this one here. There are some scattered showers and storms along it. You get this flow of moisture from the south out ahead of it. So it'll slowly increase tomorrow. Then you'll really feel it Wednesday. That's when the cold front approaches, and that will help to fuel those slow-moving showers and storms. Now, some of those showers and storms in New York may not get there until probably after sunset, but the rest of the Northeast, west of New York City, will likely see scattered showers and storms. They'll come through the remainder of the Northeast here on Thursday morning, and then we're dry into the weekend. Would this be 3 weekends in a row with complete sunshine in the Northeast? I think it's very possible. Looks that way, at least from this vantage point. All right, that is your Monday morning weather update. I hope that everyone has a great start to the week, and remember that as long as you want there to be, there will always be a 100% chance of good things.